Even decades after reshaping hip-hop production, Dr. Dre's musical talents are being publicly questioned. So there's a video here of the shouts to Curtis King.
As if the state of the producer community wasn't already in shambles. This individual, this producer here, made a very provocative claim about Dr. Dre.
Bringing this conversation over here. Can anybody tell me if they have any footage of Dr. Dre actually playing the drum machine, playing the keyboard, making a beat in the studio, not on the mixing board, not turntable on the turntables. I'm just actually making the beat and producing in the studio.
And that's why the producer community is in shambles. Did any of you know that Dr. Dre can casually play piano chords? Yeah, Niles, because he did it at the Super Bowl.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Nigga.
Shouts to Curtis.
Nah, for real.
He should have been banned from so much damn stuttering. And he should have been banned because he didn't have the smarts to redo the video. It's like, damn, bro, you weren't even talking that long. You couldn't just actually hit restart and then do a cleaner video of what your point you was trying to make. Hell nah, I'm not listening to Buddy. And then it's just like, man, do your research, bro. Instead of asking the questions, go and be
proactive.
Yes, because I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to find what you're looking for. People just, what is that when they clickbait, man? They just want people to, they want engage so bad.
Yeah.
Man, have anybody ever even seen Dr. Dre beat Dr. Dre?
Has anybody ever seen him eat food?
Yeah, that's what
Dr. Dre don't even he never even had a steak. I've never seen him eat one.
He might not be human.
Man, Dr. Dre been AI this whole time.
So why does questioning Dr. Dre's musical ability after decades as one of the hip hop's most influential producers, number one, why does that even matter in 2026?
It definitely don't matter to his bank account at the end of the day. I mean, Dre is a pioneer, man. Like, obviously, he came up under N.W.A.
Yep.
Came up under Alonzo.
Well, yeah.
In a world-class wrecking crew.
Well, that was the first year. Look, if you want to go all the way back, but even before that, he was making mixtapes. Yeah. That's what I was kind of leading to.
Okay.
Dre was making mixtapes in the 80s that was on par to some shit that came out during the mixtape era and even now on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? So questioning Dre's ability to make beats is nuts. He literally constructed and defined a whole era of hip hop, being the gangster rap era with Easy and N.W.A. and Ice Cube and all of them. Then after that, he pivoted to Death Row. After that, pivoted to Aftermath. Now, if we talking about an Aftermath, Dr. Dre, of course, he probably enlisted some people to come in and do some things with him.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this is his ear. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's called growth right there.
Yeah.
Like,
the producer.
Yeah, that's what you do when you're the greatest. You let other talented, great motherfuckers in the booth with you to sit there, and then every now and then they say, "Oh,
yeah,
hit that again."
Yep.
Oh, take that out.
Yeah,
that's why he had a gang of producers in the early 2000s. Yes. He had a team. High Tech, Denon Porter, these are
Scott Storch.
These are people that were successful on their own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He did what he was supposed to do, man.
So, I mean, I don't know. I think the question in general, like, why does it matter?
It doesn't.
You know, at this point, because I don't like, why is this guy asking this question as if there's going to be some sort of, like, is this based upon like, oh, he's not as good as DJ Quick because he's not in there playing the keys, or he's not in there banging stuff out? Is he not as talented as somebody such as that nature? Is that what he's trying to hint at?
You already know how I feel about that one.
Sure.
Yeah.
But which, even I as a producer have, we had that, Mike and I had that conversation on the show about, Quick is still him. Quick is probably who most people think Dr. Dre is.
No, I don't,
Right. But at the same time, that doesn't take away from Dr. Dre.
Exactly.
And Dr. Dre's had multiple decades of doing this. And to your point, Maxie, he's elevated. He went from being the DJ back in the 80s into making the mixtapes up to sampling the records, and playing some stuff, but mostly sampling the funk records, which he defined that in a way as well, to where he's got to now. So I feel like it's like a bad faith type statement in general.
When you start understanding sounds the way he does, he's just a different type of artist. It's like he's been a DJ. When you are a DJ and a producer, it's a rap, bro. It's like y'all just understand music totally different. Damn, my dude also is a music. He raps.
Yeah, and he can play piano.
Look, man, he understands sounds totally different than not only the regular producer, beat maker, or human.
Yeah,
it's just like to the point where they ask dumbass questions like that. Like, of course, bro, he's in a different stratosphere. That's why you can't even look at him in that manner. That's why you got to ask Michael Jackson ass questions like, do you even like?
All you had to do was hop on YouTube. There are people that were recording Dr. Dre helping put records together back in when they had the big VHS camera. Like, that's what it was when you see him trying to help Eazy-E rap and get through and punch in bars. Man. Like, there is documented proof of there's proof from the Chronic sessions. Listen. All the way up into like when he first started working with Eminem. It's like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about, dog?
What are you talking about?
I mean, you hear Game talking about being missing being in the studio with him and why he's not in the booth with him or cooking up with Dre no more. It's like, man, just pay attention to hip hop, man, and love hip hop. And if you don't love it, get the fuck out the way.
But there's figure out somebody else's name drop. But to Dr. Dre's defense. Like, had y'all ever heard anything that sounded sonically as good as Chronic 2001?
So that's another point I was going to make. Based upon everything else, he also redefined how popular mixed records.
Come on, man!
With that record,
even when you listen to I went back and listened to the Chronic. It's a gangster rap album filled with samples. It sounds as clean as what Quincy Jones and them was doing with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And then what's crazy is like I just went on the whole. When I was coming back from St. Louis, I went on a whole like just old school West Coast thing. But you know how when you go on your particular DSPs, there might be two different versions of an album. One that's like the remastered, 30th anniversary. And I was listening to like the new version of Doggy Style, the newer version and I was like, something ain't right. And then I said, let me go ahead and listen to what would be considered the original unmasked, and it sounded better because that's the one that Dre mixed.
Yeah,
and like maybe it was because I don't have the top notch headphones or whatever, but it's just crazy how every once in a while there are just people who creep up from the corners of the internet and want to find a way to discredit people who have clearly already done it and are at the top of at the top of the mountain. Like there's this whole movement I've seen where people are trying to discredit. Like, when was Jay-Z ever really that dude?
That shit's crazy.
And I'm like, what? I mean, can you not count? Like maybe there was when Nelly talked about how competitive hip hop was at a certain point. Yes, he was very right because he's like, it was Jay-Z, DMX, Nelly, Ja Rule, Eminem. All those people were fighting not just for spots at the top of the rap charts, but top of the hip hop. I mean, the start of the pop charts.
Shit was ridiculous.
So, but Jay-Z, the thing is, what Jay-Z did, like Hard Knock Life, that was his breakthrough. For those of you who weren't super hip hop fans that didn't love Reasonable Doubt, so it wasn't until his third album, he says how y'all all lamed out, and then he put out Hard Knock Life, and it was like, oh, Jay-Z. And then he kept doing that basically until the Black Album, so his level of consistency where like there might have been somebody that had sold more records in one particular year, but like then that next year they were gone or they didn't do what they were supposed to do.
His consistency.
That's why we looked at Jay-Z.
His business model, his artists he had up under him, his clothing brand, his woman.
Keep it real.
Like all of that plays into why he is looked at the way he's looked at. He's Himothy.
But even just going back to the thing about Dr. Dre, it's like, dude, Dr. Dre, of course we start with N.W.A, and then we get to Death Row, and he's Snoop Dogg. Okay, so even if you stop there, you'd be like, wow, that's incredible. But then we get to Eminem. Okay, say you just stop with N.W.A, Snoop Dogg, and Eminem. Oh, then we signed 50 Cent in the game.
Yeah.
Let's say we stop there. And then
We got Kendrick.
then
Come
we
on,
got
man.
Kendrick. And so
He been doing this since the 80s.
come on, man. Like I get it. Like I hope you got your views up, you know, and
Let me throw him some bail.
but come on.
Let me throw him some
Who,
bail.
the guy that shot the video?
Yeah, let me throw him some
All right,
bail.
let's get it.
All right. From this perspective, now here's what I will say. Based upon listening and watching the video, I don't think he's operating from this perspective.
Okay.
But let's say he is operating in sheer ignorance and he is just very genuine. Why can't I say this word? Generally curious. Like, man, does anybody know? Has anybody actually seen footage of this? I think it's okay to not know something necessarily.
Come on, man.
We all don't know something.
I ain't never seen no rapper, artist, nobody write the songs that they're rapping. That don't mean they ain't good. That ain't mean, you know what I'm saying? That don't mean somebody else
So-
is fabricating these right.
So here's
These
a
raps.
comment. So the comment section on this video was hilarious because it's got Rick Ross saying, I watched him produce an entire track on my Mastermind LP. Timbaland said, I've seen it. Royce saying, I've seen it with my own eyes. Punch, I've seen it live while Snoop was in the booth. Ice Cube said it. Warren G. Alchemist said, I watched Andre build a DeLorean with his bare hands and then went with him to meet some Libyans in a mall parking lot. You know,
Back to the Future
Mike
reference.
Dean, Denon Porter's in here, but then Questlove had, he said, I too wanted to see such footage. And to my surprise, one of my filmmaking pals showed me mind-blowing footage of not only Dre chopping up a beat, my guess this was Doggy Style era, but I didn't know he actually was a piano player, like chords and all. He wasn't Herbie Hancock flexing, but Money knew his chords enough for me to leave impressed with what I saw. So even Questlove's showing a little bit of bail.
I'm going to throw some more in there, man. If that was the case and Dre wasn't doing all this work, we would have been at Detox. Because somebody else would have made it, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's possible. Yeah, I mean, but
I know. I mean, I remember asking Jake one. I was like, "Is Detox a thing?" He's like, "Yep, I worked on it." And
Yeah, I feel
now,
like-
mind you, that was like 12, 13 years ago.
I feel like there's a lot of producers that were originally probably on that, like
Mhm.
collaborative in nature. Denon Porter, who's in the comment section here, is probably one of them.
Yeah.
You know,
But if he wasn't responsible for this sound and the product that makes it to the people, it would have been out. This wouldn't be a running joke in hip hop.
I do think though at the same time, as I say this, if I would play white devil's advocate, what I would say is probably to the points that have already been made, because Dre has elevated who he is as a musician, as a producer, as a DJ, to an executive producer, if you will, maybe the last 20 years. I definitely would be curious if Dre is today making beats, if anything comes out. Like if Dre drops a brand new record today, 12 records produced by him, yes. In the back of my mind, I'm like, who is behind each one of these records that he is also putting his name on?
He just did it, though.
Granted, I believe that Dre would also credit those people as well.
He usually
know.
does.
Right. But I think that's a valid question.
We just put out Missionary with him and Snoop last year.
Did he produce the whole record?
Yes.
Mhm.
He
And same
also
with that
put out
Marsha
Marsha
Ambrosius,
Ambrosius last year too.
No, actually, he collaborated on that too, because Kato on the Track produced one of the singles off that.
Oh, which one?
It was one of the singles,
Oh, I'm saying on which album?
Missionary.
Okay.
So I don't know. I feel like the last 25 years, I feel like maybe you can have that conversation, but I don't think you can have that conversation
just
through
don't
the
think you
entirety
have.
of Dr. Dre. Like,
I
we
don't-
know Dr. Dre.
I
Like,
don't think you have any credibility, man. I feel like dude is just trying to throw something in there that sticks, and like you said, it's like pretty much just trying to gain traction online.
It worked.
yeah.
Just say something.
We're talking
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
here we are. Yeah.
And like I said, I wasn't even searching out Dre doing stuff in the studio with whoever. And I know I've seen it.
Yeah. I've seen him play piano before.
I
mean,
know I've seen him actually not only chop up and make beats, but produce actually people when they're in the booth,
Too many
which
of
is
our,
really something that's something that most people can't do. Even people who your favorite so and so producers.
Yeah, no facts.
our favorite rappers. Too many of them have given us too many golden stories to not believe that he is who he say he is.
There's too many people that vouch for Dr. Dre.
It's high key disrespectful.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I tried to help him.
Nah, man.